strange world, as I've often said, when you're a celebrity, you know. Round every corner there's a disaster waiting to loom, and this is always the case for Harry and Meghan. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, how are you? Now, by the way, listen, I've just a bit of a shock, in fact. I've just come out of the shops and I've already seen, yes, we're just, what are we, in the second day of autumn over here in the United Kingdom now, but oh yes, already mince pies for Christmas. Now, I don't know about you, but you know, I love a mince pie, don't you? Clotted cream, custard, anyway, really. Depends what they are, doesn't it? Tasty ones, lovely. Warm, cold, delicious, doesn't matter, does it? But it's still too early, am I wrong? I mean, and also, it's not as if they're going to reduce them, is it, or anything like that up until Christmas. So it's not like there's a mad rush for you to go and buy your mince pies. Or do you still make them? Yes, you look the sort. Clever, yeah. I can never get it together, that sort of stuff, you know. I love eating them, as you can see. I just can't get it together. You do make your own. You're showing off now. Yes, a little bit like our royal story today, let me tell you. This is because this is truly, on a more serious note, escalating at a great level now, because as you know, a couple of years back, Meghan and Harry were accused of bullying. They counter-accused people of bullying them, and it got all incredibly messy, didn't it, and very unsavoury, until, of course, our late and wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, got to grips with it and held a very private investigation, which remains private to this day. But now, if you cast your mind back to this particular incident when Meghan and Harry were in New York a couple of years back, it looks like they, via Archewell, presented with those people that were lucky enough to sit through a reading of The Bench by Meghan Markle, were offered a gagging order. Now, I've seen this before with celebrities. Basically, you know, you get invited to things and you're not allowed to write anything negative. You know, it has to be positive. So again, this is working on the celebrity climate, as it were, the way forward. You know, you really have to sort of say something, even if you really loathed it, you have to say insightful or, you know, interesting. You can't just say absolute tosh, wish I'd never gone, you know, that type of stuff. Now, what's interesting here is this is a brand new headache for Meghan Markle's ever so expensive brand new management team, William Morris and Dever. And naturally, they're blaming this particular story on previous encounters. Now, we put a call in, obviously, to the team, the representatives of the Sussexes. Nobody ever responds. Maybe there's no staff left, who knows? But the bottom line is, what's interesting for the person that we were able to make contact with is that this isn't an issue that the Duke and Duchess, I love the way they use those titles on these particular things as well, the Duke and Duchess are not interested in. It's nothing to do with them. They had no recollections of any issues from the Archewell Charitable Foundation. The problem is the people over that allegedly are claiming this, well, they're ready to show that particular documentation, and no doubt it will reveal in very great detail exactly who started it, where it came from, and more importantly, why. Now, as I said, it's a strange situation, isn't it? Why would you go down this particular route? Why would you go and say that, particularly to young school children? But they like to control the narrative, or at least they did at that point. And of course, they had a lot more money then with all the mega deals behind them, all the money coming in. Different story today. Either way, another stain on the interesting, developing celebrity world of Harry and Meghan. But this is one that's really not going to go away. And more importantly, it's going to be interesting how her new team deal with this. It's only a matter of time before somebody comes forward and reveals such said document. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.